We gather facts, numbers, and observations to answer questions about the world. But when collected all at once, it usually looks like chaos. This dense block of text is raw data from a fruit stall. Try to figure out which fruit is most popular just by staring at it. Your brain has to jump around, attempting to hold multiple running counts simultaneously. We are going to take this confusing paragraph and turn it into a clean, mathematically accurate tally chart in under 5 minutes. To do this alongside me, you need a piece of paper, a pencil, and a ruler. Organizing data is the required first step to answering any analytical question accurately. We have to build a structure to hold the facts. Step 1 is to build the framework. Draw a basic table divided into 3 distinct columns. Label the first column fruit, the middle column tally marks, and the final column frequency. Scanning our raw list, we identify 4 unique items. We list them in the first column: apple, banana, mango, and orange. Now we move to data entry. To avoid counting the same fruit twice or missing one entirely, we use the strike and stroke method. We locate the very first item in our raw dataset, an apple, and cross it out. Immediately, we draw a single vertical line in the apple row of our chart. That tally mark represents one piece of data recorded. We repeat this back and forth process, locating the next 3 apples in the list, striking them out, and recording 3 more vertical strokes in our chart until we have 4 straight lines. Pairing a physical strike with a tally stroke provides a clear visual check for every item in your list, which helps prevent the common mistakes of skipping or double counting data points. Stop right there. Once you have 4 straight lines, you have reached the bundle rule. For the 5th piece of data, we strike the final apple from the list, but we draw the 5th tally mark diagonally, so it slashes across the first 4. This groups the marks into visual bundles of 5. It ensures you won't have to count dozens of individual identical lines later on. We apply the exact same process to the rest of the dataset, working through the bananas, mangoes, and the single orange, until the raw list is entirely crossed out. Next, we move to the final frequency column. Frequency is simply the mathematical translation of your tally marks into standard numbers. This is where the bundles save you time. If you had a large dataset, you wouldn't count every mark. You would count the bundles, 5, 10, and then add 3 leftover strokes to quickly arrive at 13. Looking at the apple row, we see exactly 1 complete bundle of 5. We record the numeral 5 as our frequency. For banana, we count 3 single strokes and record a 3. Mango also has 3. Orange has just 1. Bundling replaces the need to count individual strokes with the ability to skip count by 5s, making it much easier to total your data at a glance. Now that the data entry is complete, the chart becomes a tool for rapid comprehension. We can interpret the information. Let's look at this completed chart and answer our initial question. Based on the data, which fruit is the most popular? We scan the frequency column for the highest number. It is 5. The apple is the definitive winner. Next question. How many total fruits were sold at the stall? To find the total, we just add the entire frequency column together. 5 plus 3 plus 3 plus 1 equals 12. A properly built tally chart automatically surfaces the mathematical facts that were previously buried in the text. We started with an unreadable block of messy raw data. We applied a structured framework and turned it into clear, readable intelligence. You took disorganized facts, tracked them accurately without double counting, and built a representation that answers analytical questions in seconds. Now it is your turn. Here is a completely new dataset showing the colors of balloons sold at a stand. Go ahead and pause the video right now. Grab your pencil and ruler. Build a 3-column table. Use the strike and stroke method, remember the bundle rule, and find out exactly which balloon color is the most popular. These simple steps provide a consistent way to take a messy list of information and organize it into a table that finally makes sense.